Hey everybody, I'm excited about this video. This is also one of my favorite topics. I guess every topic is kind of my favorite topic in some kind of way. But anyway, this one is on synchronicity and specifically number synchronicity. You might have been drawn to this video because maybe over time you've been seeing a certain number pattern. Maybe you're seeing 1111, 1 2 3 4, 12 12, 2 2 2. Maybe you're seeing your birthday, a loved one's birthday, or some number that has some kind of meaning to you is standing out to you more and more. Maybe you're catching it every single day, or maybe you're catching it so often that it's making you scratch your head like, okay, well, what's going on here? And, I believe, if nothing else, that, everything happens for a reason. There's no mistakes. There's no coincidence. Everything is happening for a reason, just like you stumbling on this video. That happened for a reason. Excuse me. So anyway, I've been doing some research on this subject probably for like 10 years now, because back when I was in high school, I started seeing the numbers 911 like every single day, in the morning, at nighttime, on license plates, the television. I would just happen to look up and see that number all the time. So I'm like, that's kind of spooky. Like, what's really going on? So I started looking into it, and, everybody's got, their own kind of belief as to what it might be. But just based on my own personal experience, and I'm not trying to persuade or dissuade anyone in any way, but this is my personal experience. Basically, in this third dimension, in this three-dimensional world that we live in, most people aren't able to see the other side. Spirits, ghosts, passed on loved ones, and some people are. A lot of times we'll have a loved one or an angel, that's watching over us. I know a lot of people have, if they haven't themselves, maybe know someone that's been in a situation where maybe they were in a car accident or a near-death experience, or maybe you were about to go somewhere and you decided not to, and something happened, where you feel like, wow, good looking, somebody was watching out for me. Even if you don't necessarily believe in God or religious or anything like that, you might believe in guardian angels, or maybe your grandma passed on and she's watching over you. So with all that being said, how else could they communicate with us if we can't see them with our eyes, we can't hear them with our ears, we can't touch them? So the way that they're communicating with us is through catching our attention through numbers. This world is a digital matrix, and that is another topic in itself. But everything pretty much is run on a number sequence. Everything is digital. Everything has something to do with numbers, serial numbers, something. Everything has to do with numbers. So they usually use these numbers to kind of catch our attention so that they can relay messages to us that will, help us grow or be wary of certain things in our life, and so on. Basically, another way that angels, communicate with us are through your thoughts, your imagination, which isn't always your imagination, believe it or not. But that's another subject also. Visions, dreams, signs, and, this being one of those signs. Basically, if they don't do something that stands out to you over and over and over and over again, you're just going to play it off for, oh, it was just a coincidence. But once it starts really popping out to you and you start looking for videos like this, then you know that something different is happening that you need to maybe look into. So basically, these angels are, essentially whispering in your ear at the very moment to tell you to look up and see what time it is. It's 11:11. And I looked at the clock at 11:11 this morning. And yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that, and for the past 6 years. So what does it mean? And basically, for one, they're telling you to monitor your thoughts. As I said in my last video about manifestation, your thoughts create your reality. And if you catch yourself at that very moment and you acknowledge that number, and then they can start communicating with you through other number sequences. And that's what happened with me. That was my personal experience. I started seeing 111, 1111, and then once I paid attention to it and started looking into it, then I started seeing other number patterns, like 1234, 333. Lately it's been 444, 555. Sometimes it's my birthday. So basically, numerology is something that most people play off to be like witchcraft or, psychic shit, and they don't give much credibility to it. But, a lot of ancient civilizations have acknowledged numbers. I mean, if for nothing else, but to tell time, to create an idea of time, linear time, like calendars, years, decades, what time of day it is, etc. And being that they're able to use these numbers to awaken our subconscious to the fact that, okay, well, maybe something's trying to tell me something, that's them kind of like breaking the barrier from their dimension to ours. So it's a very special time in your life. It's basically like you're going through an awakening right now. So, it's nothing scary. It's all good. The world is going through a shift right now. And if you're one of the people that are being awakened right now, just embrace it. I mean, or don't. You could just act like you never saw this video. It's fine. But I'm just telling you what happened with me. Like I said, once you acknowledge it, they will start showing you more signs. Definitely go to that website. Go to www.sacredscribe.com/angel numbers. This lady Joanne breaks it down. I mean, every number, she talks about its vibration, its message from the angels and all that. It's amazing. So now it's like, okay, when I see 1111, it's like, okay, you guys got my attention. Now what? Then the next number I see is whatever. So I'll, check the message. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but what the message is trying to tell me, and it's all positive things. And I acknowledge it. I thank them for it. And that's basically the way that I've been communicating. I've been heeding, taking heed to these messages that I've been receiving, thanking God, thanking the angels, thanking, the universe, thanking whatever, for, reaching out to me and giving me these messages to better my life. And I hope that you do the same, because it's really been a helpful tool. I mean, ever since I've really been paying attention to what's been going on in my life, I've been, stepping away from religion, so to speak. I do believe in God, but stepping away from religion and kind of becoming in touch with my inner self and my inner spirituality and meditating. I mean, I found that I'm clairvoyant. I found that I'm clairsentient, clairaudient, different levels of different psychic. And everyone's born with that, believe it or not. That's why they say, babies can see spirits, because they're fresh into the world and they absolutely can see what's in the other dimension, which is actually here. We just can't see it with our eyes. For example, dog whistles. You blow a dog whistle. We can't hear that audibly with our ears, but dogs can. It's a different frequency. The same with our eyes. There's colors that exist that we can't see with our eyes. That's a whole nother thing. But anyways, I digress. So, just look it up. Tell me what you think. Here are two numbers that I would like to point out that and their meaning. So this is something that you might get if you do some research. If you see the number 0, 0 means infinite. It means nothingness. It means there's a freedom of limitation. It means eternity, and that you're one with your intuition. That's a very powerful number. Next to the number 1, which is my number that I always get, which means new beginnings, uniqueness, dominant. On the flip side, there are some messages that will let you know that maybe you're on a negative vibration. For example, the number 1 could also mean that you're a dominant, arrogant, narrow-minded person and you need to reevaluate yourself. This is like they're reaching out to us to give us these messages for a reason, so we really need to thank them for doing that. I mean, it doesn't get much better than being able to connect with something so much bigger than us. I mean, then once you harness that and the fact that, through the law of attraction, you can create your reality. I mean, you can heal yourself. There's so many things that you can do, and I won't even get all into it right now. And the reason that people think that they can't, maybe society told you you couldn't, maybe your religion told you that you can't, but it's absolutely possible. Everything is possible. And with that being said, I send you love, positivity, light, prosperity, and I welcome you to comment in the comment section, what numbers you're seeing. If you would like for me to tell you what those numbers mean, I'd be more than happy to. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, Black Lotus, Lotus, for more videos, because the next one, I'm going to go a little bit deeper with the numbers for those who are interested. So you all have a perfect day.